Michigan is now back in session. Judge Cedric Simpson, goodbye.
May be seated. Court calls the case of Glenco Hills versus Angela Stoker.
This is the area appearing for plaintiff. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Angela Stoker. I don't have her. Not here. Would you like to take a default?
Yes, Your Honor. So this is the case where the balance was $50 in late fees.
The balance was $50.
Correct. Your Honor, I don't have authority to waive the late fee. She's not here.
Okay.
I requested.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Have you got?
I do.
All right. Go ahead.
Your Honor, the rent to retain possession is $50, and that is the total judgment amount. Plaintiff is requesting entry of a default judgment for possession with the writ to issue after 10 days if the total amount remains unpaid. I'm assuming no writ without a hearing.
That is correct. No writ without a hearing. Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default of possession.
And we will set it aside if she pays.
Understood. All right. Glenco Hills versus Susan Smith.
Area for plaintiff.
Oh, she's himself. Ms. Smith, I need you to unmute. Is she actually on a phone? That's an odd looking phone.
Yeah,
She is. Okay, Ms. Smith, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. How much is owing on this?
This
Is a termination. Smith?
Yes,
Okay, what's your position on this termination?
I am in the process of packing my belongings and moving out.
You're moving out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when are you gonna be out?
I should be out by Monday.
Oh, by this Monday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. If you're moving out, I'm gonna find no tribal issue after a hearing. I'm gonna grant them a judgment for possession. And they can't forcibly remove you out until, what's 10 days? The 5th. No writ before May 5th. All right?
Okay. Yes, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Take care.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Golfside Lakes versus Patrice Haywood.
horrific area for plaintiff.
Thought that was you over there. I couldn't see because of the glass. You just sitting over there in the corner trying to hide. How are you? State your name.
Patrice Haywood.
Come all the way up to the podium. All right, where are we on this case, Ms. Haywood?
Your Honor, I believe that, maybe 30 minutes ago, I got an email from legal services indicating that payment had been mailed. Is that right, Ms. Haywood?
Yes, they said it should arrive by May 2nd, is what she said.
For the balance, plaintiff's concern is April rent, but
Or April or May even.
I'm sorry, May rent.
Okay, and how much is your monthly rent now?
$15.49.
Okay, how are you gonna get that paid? Do you know?
That's, yes, well, my check doesn't come until the 5th, so.
Of May?
Yes.
So let me ask you this, if they sent out the check that's gonna clear you through April and you get a check on the 5th, are you gonna be able to have May paid on the 5th?
I hope so, yes. Hopefully it will cover everything.
Hopefully it'll cover everything. Okay, so let me ask you this. If it doesn't cover everything, then what's your plan? You have to
Second,
wait till the next check,
the 9th,
the
yes.
9th? So you get a check on the 5th and the 9th?
Yes, it's partial on the 5th and the full one will come on the 9th.
Gotcha. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Then, that one check's on the way that should clear you through April. You got a plan to cover yourself in May. I'm not available the first 2 Fridays because of judicial conferences and events, so I'm gonna adjourn this to May 16th, 2025 at 1 PM. Okay, and so hopefully
Yes,
it all works out, you'll have it paid, right?
that's right.
And then you won't have to come see me.
Oh,
You gonna miss me? Say, would you take care? Hamilton Crossing 2 versus Tiffany Roots.
Marissa Gazari for plaintiff.
Tiffany Roots? No response. You've been sworn. If you'd like to take a default, you may.
Was I sworn?
Yes, for the $50.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? Okay. How could we forget? No. Pardon?
Angela?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Your Honor, the rent to retain possession is $760, court costs of $176 for a total redemption of $936. Plaintiff is requesting entry of a default judgment possession with a writ to issue after 10 days. The total amount remains unpaid.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested with the writ issue 10 days.
Thank you.
Oh. What's your name, ma'am? Angela. Oh, come on now. Let me recall that. Thank you. State your name for the record.
Angela Stoker.
All right, I didn't hear you call your last name, you just did. So we did call your case. We took a judgment.
Okay.
For a whole $50.
Which is the late fee.
Yeah, do you have it
I
or
will
when will you have it?
for May. So I'm just added on to my rent. I'm just pay it with that. I didn't want to pay it, but I'm going to.
Okay, but when are you gonna pay your May rent?
The 30th, 29th?
Of
It'll be paid April. It's in a couple days.
Stoker, you're confusing me.
It's in
All right, so
I'm gonna pay it in a couple days.
you're gonna pay it like right around May 1st.
Yeah.
Probably the last part of
So
May.
when I get my statement for my May rent, I'm just gonna add and
You're gonna add the 50 onto it. Okay, so you were gonna move to set it aside if she paid it, correct? Okay, so here's what I'll do, Mr. Stoker. We'll leave the judgment that we entered in place.
it's fine.
You'll get that paid and then they're gonna set aside this
And
judgment.
I don't have to come back.
You don't wanna come back?
No, I've been here 4 times.
Come back and just say hi to me. She said, I don't wanna come back. Just say all that. It hurt my
I'll see you on
feelings.
YouTube.
No. All right.
Thank
We'll
you.
leave that and then you don't have to come back.
Okay.
All right, you have a great
You
weekend.
too.
Thank you.
You're on Vista Apartments versus Angie Evans.
Marissa Gazari for plaintiff.
Angie Evans, no response. You may proceed.
Your Honor, okay, I think this was a case we were trying to do a COD with, so
Yeah,
if she, if she later does sign a COD, we will set aside this judgment.
all right.
However, the rent to retain possession is $3,304, court costs of $176, for a total redemption of $3,480. Plaintiff is requesting entry of a default judgment for possession with a writ to issue after 10 days if the total amount is not paid.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. For cause case of Heron Vista versus Deanna Rogers.
Marissa Gazari for plaintiff.
Hello. What's your name?
Deanna Rogers.
All right. And where are we with Miss Rogers' case?
The outstanding balance is $4,810. My recollection from the last hearing was that, Ms. Rogers was going to speak to legal services. regarding to make sure that she understood what was being offered to her regarding the forgiveness plan and talk assistance. I can tell you that the update I received from my client was that she has applied for assistance, but they are waiting for income verification before SOS will approve anything.
That's totally wrong.
Okay,
Sure. I just talked to somebody, a day ago, whatever, to ask if I can, move out in 30 days. Cause I can't, I told them, I explained my situation that I can't afford it and, I'm mentally disabled and I haven't been working.
okay. So let me ask you this. You need to, Travis, you need to move? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay. So where are you gonna go?
it's in a hotel,
Huh?
a hotel. Probably to a hotel,
Pardon?
probably to a hotel.
Okay, but if you're not working and not, how are you gonna afford that?
I get SSI.
Okay. And how much is her monthly rent here is what, 18.59? Okay, and yeah, that's what I had here. I think way back 1839 or 1837 something. And if you don't mind me, how much is your SSI?
13,
Pardon?
13 something,
13 something.
1350.
So your SSI doesn't even cover your rent.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so how much time do you need to move?
I'm asking for at least 30 days.
Okay, do you have anything that you can pay in the interim or
Right now.
well, when's your next check come in?
It comes in this coming week, but I gotta go towards me being able to move.
Have you
Because I've explored options for assistance and stuff and haven't been able to get it. No assistance
okay, when you say you can't get assistance, what do you mean?
to help to
To
pay.
pay this?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on a payment plan or something.
Okay.
I just wanna, if I can,
Yeah.
so I think that the update that we had from Caitlin Orda from SOS was that they were waiting for proof of income for you to approve the 3,000. And then the balance on this, after payment of the 3,000 would be 1810. And the forgiveness plan did require monthly payments going forward timely, but then they would waive the rest of the balance on this if the 3,000 was paid.
They have not told me that.
Okay, but
I was not told that at all. I was not told that at all.
Okay, but
I still
hear that now,
wouldn't even be able to afford it.
right? The problem's
I'd
gonna
still be behind.
okay, hold on. The problem, that would be a good possible solution for you, but your SSI doesn't even cover your rent here.
Right.
So the one check that you get, you can't even make the timely payments. All right. So, ma'am, if I can, let me ask you this. At some point, you were paying your rent on time, right? Everything, or
No, I was waiting on SOS was supposed to pay something. I was waiting on them to pay their portion to see what my question was. So no, I haven't
Okay,
paid
so,
anything.
all right, so did you have a voucher?
No,
Were you in some other type of program with SOS?
a homeless program, yeah.
Okay. And was somebody supposed to be helping you with this rent now?
They don't pay the rent. They just pay
Like the moving in and
the
stuff?
move-in costs. Right.
Okay, but,
But I had got mentally sick and I wasn't able to work anymore.
okay. Yeah, was the legal services gonna be here? All three. Um, okay, so they won't be here, or the plaintiff, your landlord attorney won't be here. But let me ask you this, can you come back at 3 o'clock today? Here's why I'm asking, okay? I would prefer before we do anything have you talked to anybody from legal services?
Yeah,
When did you
they
do
spoke
that?
a few days ago.
Okay, so what did they tell you?
Um, that's basically the same thing that, saying that I can't afford it and stuff.
Okay. Um, I'm just worried about what you're gonna do. Okay. So let me ask you this, can you come back at 3 for me so that you can talk? I wanna talk to the folks at legal services to know that the circumstances that you're in, and whether or not there's anything out there that might help you.
Took the bus here.
Oh, you did? Okay. That's the earliest that they'll be here.
Yeah.
Who's on that? So you don't even have.
I don't even have them.
You don't have that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a copy of what they said,
okay,
of what legal aid on my
okay,
phone.
okay, but hold on a moment. Let's do this. When do you think you're gonna be, if you move out, when do you think you're gonna be out? By the end of May? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not the end of May. This is April. I'm talking about 30 days from now.
And today's the
Today.
25th of April, so you'd be out, you think by the 25th of May?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Rogers, who, you with CMH at all, or
Yeah.
you are?
Yeah.
Okay, who's your worker? Do you know?
I don't have a specified one, but who I've been working with is Sharon Stetz.
Okay. Does she know the
I
situation?
just talked to her today. Yeah.
Okay, so you just talked to your CMH worker today.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what she kind of tell you to do?
Oh, she didn't say no. She just said sorry to hear that.
Okay, did you ask her for any help at all or anything?
No.
All right. All right, Mr. Rogers, here's what I'm gonna do, and maybe and certainly over the objection of plaintiff, because they'd certainly be entitled to a judgment today, but I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm gonna adjourn your case out to May 16th, my next day at 1 PM. I need you to come back at that point. And then we're gonna figure out sort of where this is gonna go. So if you're planning on moving out and you start moving yourself out, you still got, I wanna see you before that finally happens, okay?
Mhm.
All right,
May 16th.
May 16th at 1 PM.
Okay.
Okay, you need that written down for you?
Yeah,
Okay. We'll write that down for you and give you a piece of paper on that, okay?
okay.
All right, Ms. Rogers, you have a good weekend. New Park Ridge versus Treasurer Wallace Douglas.
Afternoon,
Good afternoon. Name?
Treasurer Wallace Douglas.
Where'd you get that name from, Treasurer?
I'm my mom's girl. She was trying for 13 years. I was born on Valentine's Day.
And she named you Treasurer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I asked. All right. What's her balance?
Your balance is $1,667.
$1,665,
67,
57.
67. You may, I don't, maybe I could try.
1,600.
67.
67. Okay, thank you. All right. How are we gonna get this paid?
Where did this balance occur from? Because when I was here last week, it was 800 and something odd dollars.
No, on the 18th, the balance they gave me was $1,489. You had indicated you were gonna pay $811 on the 21st.
Correct. I have
Pay that?
They have a 1030. I gave them 1030 on Monday. $1,030.
Okay. So you gave him 1,030 this past Monday?
Correct.
You see that on your,
No, I do not.
okay, that's probably why.
It looks like the difference from the amount that you had last time was that we didn't have the court costs added in.
Oh, okay, so this is inclusive of court costs. Gotcha. Okay. So if she paid, so she's at 1,667 and she paid 1,030. And my math says I need 637. So when do you think you get that? Okay.
I need to try to work out a payment plan. I mean, I can pay probably a good 400. Well, I get paid next week.
So you can pay 400, do you think, when?
So
So next
your
week
math is
the
me and my pay.
second.
Okay.
You're paid on Friday?
I get paid on Wednesdays.
So the next Wednesday, this upcoming
Yep.
Wednesday, is the 30th.
Okay. Yeah.
You think you can pay 400 by then?
400. Let's say Friday, just to,
Okay, the second.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine, but except that, how much is your monthly rent?
644. Was also,
Okay.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was also wondering, is there any way to like get the court costs and fees removed? Like,
Well, not on this case, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out a way to do this so that you don't end up with another set of court costs coming out.
Mhm.
That's how I'm viewing it.
Right.
These court costs will probably have to stay. But, so if you get, so you can do that by the second, then when's your next check after the second? Is it gonna be 2 weeks out?
It will be, but so right now my My dad just had a horrible accident after I left here on Friday,
Oh,
and he really doesn't have anybody. His he has Medicare insurance, so they're kicking him out the hospital. Basically, he needs somebody to take care of him, to help him. He has broken ribs, shattered pelvis, neither here nor there. But I will go back to work, but it's going to be like my time is going to be split between the two. So I won't be getting all the hours that I need to get. I will be also getting paid to take care of him, but that's not going to kick in for like a month and a half, maybe. So,
okay,
Yeah.
so you got a lot of stuff.
lot, but I'm definitely,
Okay, hold on. Let's see what we can do.
I have one thing to say. So I think that this additional 176 is maybe an error.
So that the 1489 that I had before was the right amount, including court costs?
It would be 1491 now because of the $2.
Because of so 1491 now. Gotcha.
So if she paid the 400,
So if she paid, so then we're at 461 that she would. Okay, let me ask you this.
I can scrape up $61.
Okay, so you can do that, you think, by the second?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Just so that we can cut this off and let you focus on what you need to focus on with your dad. So I'm gonna find no tribal issue after a hearing. I'm gonna enter the judgment for that full amount of the 1491, but understanding you have 1,030 that they haven't credited yet to your account. And then you'll have to the 5th to get that balance paid. And you're done with this case. And then you can work toward trying to get your May and everything gone.
Mhm.
Sound okay?
It does. I appreciate it.
You take care, all right? All right, and take care of your dad. All right. Evergreen Apartments versus Kendrick Haynes and Heron Vista versus Chanelli Brown. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without.
thank you, Your Honor. So this should be an amended judgment then.
On treasure,
Yeah.
hold on. Yes, that's an amended judgment. That's an amended judgment for her. So that way it clears her account up and she'll be good. You're good. I just didn't want to talk about your case without you here.
Thank you. And Your Honor, I do just want to state on the record though, if for some reason,
It didn't go in, then, yeah, no, I get it, but she'll get it paid,
Okay.
I think. All right. Okay, quarter standing recess. We'll come back with the next block. They've already started to arrive.
All right.